Okay, there we go. Unlucky. But we're still doing the key. Even though we crashed and it like crashed my monitor and made my whole screen black for like 15 seconds and I died in the middle of the second boss and a bunch of mess.
Only the
Okay, now I don't get a res notification.
survive.
There we go. At least we have a B-res. Can't use Sky Fury. Like what? What's happening?
Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss. Mind Blast. Mass Void Infusion. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss.
I gotta disable that Mind Blast because that's gonna just happen non-stop. That's super annoying. Mind Blast, Mind Blast, Mind Blast, Mind Blast.
Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Repulse. Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss. Mind Blast. Mass Void Infusion. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss. Umbral Tentacles. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Repulse.
Darkness OP.
Mind Blast.
This next set of tentacles is gonna suck though really bad, but I'll have Spirit Walker's Grace I can use.
Mass Void Infusion. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss.
Save the Empowered Totem for it. Is there defensive?
Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Repulse.
A big touch of death.
Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss. Mind Blast. Mass Void Infusion. Mind Blast. Mind Blast. Gates of the Abyss. Umbral Tentacles. Mind Blast.
My death cannot stop it.
I sense great despair.
emanating from within. Laura.
Yes, the Naru. We must get inside. Illyria, the skills you have learned can open the way.
Such chaos. Such a... The way is open. Hurry, heroes.
It is rare that a Naru falls into void this way. The few cases I know of have occurred when mortals were involved. What fascinating implications.
Such musings can wait, though. This entity must die.
Dirge of Despair. Disintegrate. Discordant Beam.
I didn't mean to riptide myself. I meant to riptide the DH. Oh well.
Chorus.
What the hell is that spawn, dude? That was crazy.
Disintegrate. Discordant Beam. Symphony of the Eternal Night. Backlash. Dirge of Despair. Disintegrate. Discordant Beam. Grim Chorus.
What are these? That is so bad. What? The save spot is usually never that bad. That's insane.
Disintegrate.
I do not like. Get me out.
Discordant Beam. Symphony of the Eternal Night. Backlash. Dirge of Despair.
We did it. 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 I don't bonus roll this, right? I don't think. No, I could get a crit verse ring, which would be really good, but I don't. I feel like I don't need verse right now. I need just more crit. I want to do more healing.
I feel the fallen Naru's power. It beckons me.
And then we got a Magister's Terrorist, which I already have timed. So now the goal would be to try to do a different 19 and then re-roll this, ideally. Since I already have a 19 Magister's Terrorist. Or we try to time it and get a 20 Pita Sauron. That's our other option. I would rather reroll it though.
I will do my duty. Go carefully.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
Oh no, that steward's gonna do another set of debuffs because it's stuck with the Ring of Peace. Why? Oh my gosh, that Steroid's gonna cast another set of debuffs. That really sucks. It's okay. We can live it. We can live it. We can live it. It's just looking not great. And I can't kick it, and it's just spam bolting.
Only
Yeah, no.
the strongest survive.
Yikes. Well, that sucks. Why is it canceling it as soon as I apply? Is there... Did he put a requirement on it or something? That's so weird. Wah, wah. Maybe there's an item level requirement on it or something? I don't know. Will we find anything? We have Magister Ceres 18 on our priest. I could definitely do that. Oh, that's why I couldn't apply to that group, because I'm still in the Red Paladins group. I see. Now maybe we can apply to some stuff. The Paladin was mad. How's it going? It's going okay. Just doing some keys. What's your rating on your monk? Sorry, I didn't. My YouTube chat broke when the stream crashed. My rating on my monk right now is 3255, and I've done the highest key I've done is a 17 on it. I think I'm comfortable doing about 17s and 18s. I would do up to 18s on my monk pretty comfortably, I think. I think I just played my monk the least out of like the last week on my characters. I've been raiding the most on my monk though, so I've been doing mythic raid. Okay, depending if they actually let us, we're gonna do an 18 Sky Reach on the Resto Druid. You can do it on my priest too. My priest only has a 17 done. Sky Reach is really scary on priest though. The damage hurts bad. We'll play priest, that's fine. What's your favorite dungeon this season? Oh, that's a good question, actually. Oh no, they unlisted. They lied to me. Unlucky. Okay, well, I'm go back on the Shaman. Favorite dungeon. The first thing that comes to mind is probably Windrunner Spire. I don't know if that's the actual answer though, because I really don't like some of the trash pulls. It's mostly just I think the bosses are good. You know, I actually do have an answer for this. Let me double check the dungeon journal so I remember what dungeons, but my favorite dungeon. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted to say it's Windrunner Spire, but it might not be because I really don't like the trash there. There's a lot of trash that I do not like at all in Windrunner Spire. So I will change my answer to... We'll do Mysara Caverns. I like Mysara Caverns a lot. It's between Mysara Caverns and Skyreach, I think. And Pit too. Yeah, Pit is a great dungeon. It's the easiest dungeon like out of the season, I think. Maybe not the easiest, but it's the one that's being done at like the highest levels. So that makes me kind of like hesitate to be like, oh, that's my favorite, because it's easy to do that when it's like, you know, one of the ones where it's more doable on a higher level and stuff. Like it feels like you get to progress more in that key than you do others. We got in one. I really do not like Skyreach. I feel like it's so boring. Yeah, that's fair. I think the bosses are just hard, so like it feels kind of intense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose? Teresa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now. a joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic.
It's Brazil, we go again.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Here we go again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but they threw their
One thing we have to remember is if we're playing Dwarf, we always stone form the very first debuff that we ever get.
the ranger general
Just so we don't have to worry about it.
steadfast.
So we can dispel somebody else.
Kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
Defensive. Boom. Dispel one. Healing Tide. Keep everyone nice and healthy. Stone form. Dispel. Boom. I'm gonna SLT just because the salvo's going out at the same time that the debuffs might go out if they're still alive. They're not still alive. That's the one thing I need to do also is double check that. But it's not a bad thing to use SLT here because by the time we get to like another difficult pull, I usually have Healing Tide back up.
Orisa was the peacekeeper.
Dispel one, heal the other.
Spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken it now.
I dispel myself. Dispel one, heal the other. Then we dispel. Target the Dragon Hawk. Yeah, looks like we're jumping down. Oh no, we're just walking down. I also really need to take Poison Cleansing Totem for this dungeon. Even if it only helps for like one section of the dungeon, it still makes a pretty big difference in making these pulls just a lot less scary. Did you use Healing Tide here? Yeah, I didn't.
You had lasted a little longer.
Thought that would be enough, but spell. I should have just defensived on top of it since I had the poison at the same time. Now we'll defensive. I guess I could have stone formed, so that'll get rid of the poison. I'm really bad at utilizing stone form, like really bad. I used to have a weak aura that would just tell me to stone form when I had something on me that was stone formable, and then I had stone form available. Maybe there's an add-on now that does that. Probably. Alright, here we're going to try to make a mental note not to sidestep or back step into the bushes because it pulls extra of these little guys. And then the other thing is we're using like a cooldown or just major healing every time the spore thing goes out, the spore dispersal. Right here, I'm going to Nature Swiftness. I'm going to Chain Heal. Empowered Totem. Unleash Life. And then continue chain healing, because we're doing the different build this time. Which I didn't show at the beginning, but I'll have it linked in the stuff if we put this ever on YouTube. For dispersal, we unleash life, we chain heal, and we're not going to make that one, so we're going to chain heal the other one. I'm going to trinket. Healing high, or healing stream. We're gonna stun right about now. Hopefully it'll hit the other Dragon Hawk, but probably not. I think we overlapped way too many stuns. It's not good. Oh, and we got that Spore Dispersal. We're just gonna SLT this. Because what happens is if we have this Spore Dispersal and the spit goes off at like the same second, it's really hard to live. Like, you could just kind of fall over instantly and have there's no like counterplay to it. So it feels really bad. So even though we want SLT on this boss really badly, it's not worth like, 2 deaths or something. And then here we have Fire Spit on us, luckily. Because we're in the middle of not finishing the mob off. Now we're running down to the boss. No SLT, so we are going to be behind on that compared to what we usually are at. But that is okay.
Flaming Updraft. Searing Beak.
Focus on the rogues. The warrior's nice and healthy.
Burning Gale.
And we have our first intermission. I'll use Spearwalker's Grace for it. And then we'll Healing Tide Totem. And then I'll try to save this Empowered Totem that I have. Even though it's tempting to use right now, we'll be fine, because after this tick of damage, we're not going to take anymore. And then I can use this Empowered Totem for the first set of debuffs. That way I have a chance of like generating another one, or we can kind of bank on stuff.
Flaming Updraft.
To put Healing Rain down.
Searing Beak.
I'll defensive myself, and then we'll use Empowered Totem. And we'll save our trinket for the intermission, because we're not going to have anything again for it, because we don't have SLT. The intermission might be a little scary.
Burning Gale.
Keep myself up here. Then we totem as we walk in. And now we trinket. Get into a safe spot, and then try to catch up on healing. In a health pot, so I don't have to worry about myself.
Burning Gale.
There we go. Good use of defensives there by the DPS. And then we should have SLT come up like in the middle, like at perfect timing.
Searing Beak.
Gonna use this Empowered Totem.
Searing
Save
Beak.
this Empowered Totem for this next set of debuffs here.
Flaming Updraft.
On me again. Empowered Totem. Heal myself. The warrior's nice and healthy. Spearwalker's Grace, and we'll have SLT like right at the end of the intermission, like perfect timing. And now we SLT. Oh no, man.
Burning
That was so bad. They're rezzing me. I just played that really poorly. I walked really, really bad. I just pinged my body and we made it work. I'm gonna Healing Tide here to catch up because the warrior's in trouble. And we're probably gonna have to do one more intermission, and now we don't have Healing Tide for it like I wanted. So that's just something we'll have to deal with. I press defensive, heal the warrior.
Burning Gale.
We have Ascendant's going into this, which is nice. Grab my Healing Stream totems. Okay, we did it.
Beautiful. She reminds me of Arisa. My sister was also ferocity itself if her family was threatened.
Played that really bad. That boss usually feels really comfortable. Maybe I'm not a fan of this build for this dungeon. Because it handles better with like burst damage, where I feel like the build I was using previously is better for rot damage, like slower, consistent healing. And then this build is better for like more upfront, instant, reactive healing. But it also could just be I'm just playing this dungeon worse than the other ones. You dispel one, heal the other. I should have dispelled warrior because we have cloak, but we don't necessarily need to use cloak on this because it's only 2 debuffs. Usually want to save it for like the next bowl where we lust and stuff. Now we're going to be lusting. Watch the vials. Watching these really scary poison debuffs. Just using Healing Tide right now just to stay ahead, even though it's nice for the next bowl, but I do have SLT coming up. So we can rely on that. Any of these pulls with the cutthroats in them can go bad like so fast, so I think it's better to just overheal and stay nice and ahead. Otherwise it gets turned around real quick. Try to stand at like the edge of the healing rain without getting in the way. And then the cutthroats do physical damage when they teleport to you, so I'm just using stone form in case I get targeted. Because the only time you're really in danger during this pull is if you have the dot on you from the fetid spew or whatever it's called from the behemoth. And then you also get targeted at the same time. So like these dots that me and the hunter have. This is basically when we're in danger. So I'm going to use SLT here. Like right there. A cutthroat just teleported to me, and even in Spirit Link put me to like 20% health. So if you don't have a defensive, you have to use something else like an external. Or be ready to health bot or something. Now we don't have them anymore, so now it's pretty chill. Like, we just heal through these naturally. You don't have to worry about, you know, randomly dying. I try to meet them outside. And then this one is the AoE going off right here during the Willbringer, and then the cutthroats teleporting to people. That's the new dangerous thing. So we use an empowered totem. There we go, everyone's nice and topped up for those. And then next we have like Healing Tide if we want. That's if another cast even goes off. But we have empowered totem too, so I'd probably just use that. I don't think it's going to cast again though. I think we're going to kill it.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once. I'll need it.
Hunter said, "Don't dispel me, I'll trap." So, we'll just dispel other people. Alright, way we do this is we get on the wall, and then as soon as we walk out, we just use the totem. Boom. Press totem, and then we go back to regular healing. We always drop that totem as we're walking out.
Curse of Darkness.
First dispel myself, the hunter will trap it. Get an empowered totem for this next spew. And then we get ready, we press defensive. And then we Riptide and we totem. And use these chain heals.
Debilitating Shriek.
Gonna use Healing Tide here for this. The spew soon. I'm just up against the wall here.
Splattering spew.
Press my trinket. And we'll use Spirit Walkers here, so I'll just chain heal as I walk out. And then we'll use totem.
Hack. Curse of Darkness.
Dispel myself. I should have dispelled the warrior there, but that's okay. He leaped out and then walked in. That's actually really good. So now he doesn't have to worry about it, and I don't have to dispel it either. Okay, we get another spew. I'm going to put it back here. We'll use Nature's Swiftness, heal, and then press totem. And then we'll move our totems over here by everybody else. Not in a great spot here, but that's okay. A Spirit Link up there with everybody else, and then I'll just focus on healing myself. And then we're going to cross this stuff. Then we'll put our spew back here.
Splattering spew.
We use defensive like at the last second. And then we'll use totem. Unleash life.
Bone hack.
Ideally I want to be targeting the chain heals on people with the lowest duration Riptides.
Curse of Darkness.
Dispel myself. We trap the other one.
Splattering spew.
Use totem here. And
Debilitating
we'll use
shriek.
our empowered totem here. And another totem. Just to stay nice and healthy, just in case we miss the hook. So I've literally done 18s and 19s where we missed the hook and we still can out heal it. So
Splattering
nice to
spew.
kind of overheal during that. Totem.
Bone hack.
Unleash life. And that's it. We killed him like almost perfectly, evenly. That was crazy.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped.
We're doing pretty good on time.
Come, we have one more relic to find.
We focus one of the breakers, and then ideally we target the other one. That way we can keep a track on the interrupting screech. I'm going to use empowered totem here for this one. Defensive for this next screech. Totem again. And then we have healing tide for the next ones if we need to. Healing tide.
Valeria hunted the old
I love melee cleaves and pugs, man. It's so good.
for good reason. They took my life, savaged our home. One of Valeria's scouting maps is within. It seems to have called on the ghosts of vengeance past. We'll need that map from them.
And we have empowered totem for when it does the flame nova. Get rid of my bleed. And we have empowered totem right here. I'm gonna just spirit link during this. Flame mode is going up again, so we're gonna use a defensive because I have the bleed. Then we heal anybody else who has the bleed on them, which in this case is the hunter. Use empowered totem just to help with the bleeds until we're done. And I try to get a tiny bit of mana here. I think it's the first time I've drank on a Resto Shaman the entire season. Keep people healthy for the Nova that's going to go off. Just health pot here just to be safe. Drink it. Unleash life, and then chain heal into the Nova. I did it just a tiny bit too early. Haste too high. Keep myself alive. I keep getting bleeds. Drop another totem. Like to save healing tide just for the boss, because the boss can hit like an absolute truck, but if another Nova's going off, then we can't. There, I should have riptided the hunter, because they're in a lot of danger right now. Yeah, we killed it before the Nova, so we're good. Okay, let me get a small drink.
Reckless leap.
And we always take the leap here. And then we just focus on keeping ourselves alive while we get stacked up, because the tank gets the other debuff, which they pretty much won't die to it. The only thing we have to watch out for with the tank getting the second bleed is this like the rampages will always, they'll need help. So let's keep myself alive, and then once we're safe, we just heal the rampage. Alright, here we go again. I'm gonna use Stone Form for this one. I think it's better to save Stone Form for the intermissions so that you have it for the bleeds. But not the end of the world.
Shield wall.
Flame Nova's happening. We're gonna Healing Tide this. Hunter's out of range. That's unfortunate. I can res them.
Shield wall. Rampage.
Okay, and then we'll stand out. I'll take the first thing.
Reckless leap.
And then right as it lands, I want to Healing Tide myself. Healing Wave myself. I don't even know the name of spells anymore. Keep myself alive, and then now that I'm good, we just focus on the tank for this rampage, and then we step back out.
Rampage.
There we go, and then we're focusing on me again.
Reckless leap.
I'm gonna defensive this one. Healing Wave. And then we totem as this one happens, and we get in place.
Rampage.
Then we heal the tank, and then I think we're gonna phase before the leap. I don't know what percent exactly. Yeah, yeah. We use Empowered Totem right here as we go into the intermission. We have another Empowered Totem. Don't want to waste Spears this year, so we really want to make sure everyone's nice and healthy. I'm just going to Spirit Link this Flame Nova, because we're not going to get another one, because it's dying really, really fast.
Shield wall.
We really want B-Res for the last boss, because last boss can be
Rampage.
pretty rough. There's plenty of mistakes that can happen.
Reckless leap.
Okay, I take this. We can Stone Form it. Then we'll Spearwalker's Grace as we run in and find a safe spot, and I'm just like spamming Healing Wave on myself basically the whole time while we run in. And then we're gonna heal the Rampage.
Rampage.
Okay, and we have infinite time. It's just a matter of execution on this last boss. That is all that's gonna matter. Nature Swift missed myself there, because I did not take good care of Healing Waving myself as soon as the jump happened on me.
One last task remains.
I'm tempted to say I put Earth Shield on a different player during this boss, but I don't actually know if that's the right choice. I don't know how much damage the tank takes. I don't think very much. So I'm going to try putting the Earth Shield on the Hunter and see how it feels, but this is very much like a test, so we'll see.
The restless heart that haunts us. Please, lay it to rest.
Alright, here we go.
Arrow rain.
We're just going to Healing Tide right away. Get stuff on cooldown, use Empowered Totem. We don't need to clear this immediately because we're going to have the Bullseye Wind Blast. So we only clear whenever it's a long time until the Bullseye Wind Blast. Now we pick a arrow to stand next to. Take a totem, or use a totem, I mean, while I'm in the air. Now we get the arrow rain, and then that's when we're gonna clear like immediately. So this set right here, we're gonna clear like as soon as we can on an arrow. So I'm just gonna clear them, because it's a very long time until we get Bullseye Wind Blast, so we don't want to have this dot forever.
Gust shot.
gonna use Empowered Totem to heal through these. Put down Surging Totem.
Bold Gale.
It's on me. I just stand here and then I heal myself. Try to keep in the healing rain, but definitely make sure I keep casting. Oh, there I interrupted my cast at the very end. That was really bad. I had health pot and stuff, so it's not the end of the world. And then we get this. I'm gonna pick an arrow. There's literally none on the ground. You have to turtle. Yeah, good turtle. And ideally we cloak as well. Okay, we got through. That's good. Oh, the rogue can just shadow step, I forgot. So the rogue can get through every time.
Arrow rain.
Surging Totem. And then we clear.
Tempest Slash. Dust Shot.
Just gonna stand in the middle here. And I'll Healing Tide Totem as soon as this ends. Healing Tide Totem. Nice, and Ascendance proc too, that's huge.
Bold Gale.
We're healing the Hunter here. Bullseye Wind Blast.
Bullseye Wind Blast.
Stand next to this one up here. Gonna SLT this. Because it's a long time till it gets here. Totem. Then we have the Arrow Rain, and we need to clear like right away. We're gonna use defensive here. Fearwalker's Grace, so I can heal while we're kind of finding the spot we want to take. I'll take this one. Totem again. And then we'll just stay here because we're getting the thing that clears. Just clear like these three back here if I can. Yeah, there we go. Just Stone Form. I don't even know if it's useful in this fight at all, but maybe.
Bold Gale.
It's on the Rogue. And then we have the Bullseye Wind Blast again. And we're gonna clear.
Bullseye Wind Blast.
Find a spot to stand. I'm just gonna take this one in the far corner. Use an Empowered Totem here. And we did it! Look at that! Oh! Good job.
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day, my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
Oh, that put us above 3,700. That's awesome. And we rerolled an Algathar Academy, so that's a key that we need. That's good. 3,700 is huge. We're slowly catching up.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
Okay, this dungeon what I like to do is we lust, and then when the very first curse goes out, we SLT it. Because the Lich targets somebody with this little beam thing here, and if they target the person who has the curse, they're just instantly dead. And there's no saving it. If you delay it enough, you can get both curses with the single SLT. And playing this pull as safe as possible is really important because we want to kill it and not have any deaths. Now we can just dispel the curses on cooldown. We have the beam on us, so we just press our defensive. We're focused on keeping everyone nice and healthy. I don't need to dispel that one, we'll just dispel the next one. Oh, the tank just fell over there. I think I could have been pumping more healing waves into him, but
I simply wish
I
you
don't
had
know what there
lasted
was
a
to
little
do.
longer.
Unlucky. Yay, Thurzill! Oh yeah, this is the dungeon I'm still re-rolling on. I'm gonna re-roll as enhancement so that we don't get this trinket. So I'll switch to enhancement.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Yeah, you can see right there, he's got like 5 stacks of the debuff, and then the curse spell went out. That is absolutely brutal. So yeah, we can even delay Spirit Link a little bit longer. So you're basically using it for the second curse. So you can dispel the first curse, and then use Spirit Link to cover the second. Healing Tide Totem here. Pop some healing into the tank. See, did you see that? 5 stacks of the debuff, and then he gets the curse to spell? Like, if I didn't see the projectile of the curse to spell, that dude's just dead instantly. That's so crazy, that overlap. It's like the big thing we're looking out for, and I'm also just going to put more healing into the tank this time and not worry too much about pressing Chain Lightning as a filler. Because to be fair, this is a 19 Pit of Sauron, so the timer should be pretty free. Shouldn't really need to contribute anything. And then now the Lich is under half HP, so it does a bunch of damage to the group. I'll save our little friend over here. Or do they change it to where you can save them in combat now? That's crazy. I feel like that's a pretty big upgrade. Probably just have to kill a certain mob in the pack to like allow them to be savable. Choose Healing Tide here. Use SLT. Not a super good use of it, but I think that's okay. Spell.
Only the strongest survive.
Damn, dude. He's getting slapped.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Right as this is getting to like 4 stacks, we press SLT, and then they're safe. And then it covers both of these Curse 2 spells.
Five, four, three, two, one. Five, four, three, two, one.
Here we go again.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Now we use Spirit Link. Healing Tide.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Oh, wait, are we going?
Five, four, three,
It's time.
1. Five, four, three, two, 1.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Got that curse debuff twice in a row. Don't do me like that. How goes the keys? Pretty good. We're at 3,700, so we pugged a 19 Windrunner Spire. And then now we're trying to pit, but this group's not doing too hot, so we're doing our best, but it's going. It's Brazil, though, so we've just failed it a couple times. Just a pug I found. But I think 3,700 is already like a good kind of checkpoint for the day, so I'm pretty happy. I'd love to get more, but we have all week, so it's okay if not.
For later. Clapfrosto. Giant undermats. Clean. Save. Boss. Great. Shame. For later.
We could probably use these parts. Arms and legs are in short supply. Thanks for your contribution.
Dodge. Dodge.
Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of him. No, that one.
Fixate.
Get that one. I've changed my mind. Go get that one instead. What attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there. Fool.
AoE.
Enough moving around! Hold still while I blow them all up!
Dodge. Dodge.
Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of them. No, that one.
Fixate.
Get that one. I changed my mind. Go get that one instead. What attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there. Fool. Enough moving around. Hold still while I blow them all up.
Dodge. Dodge.
Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of them. No, that one. That one. Get that one. I changed my mind. Go get that one instead. Attacking him
Fixate.
for? The dangerous one is over there. Fool. Enough moving around. Hold still while I blow them all up. Wait, stop. Don't kill me, please. I'll tell you everything.
Worthless gnat. Death is all that a...
Alrighty. We streamed for 5 hours. So I am all done for today. But we got some IO. We also got to play our alts, which was fun. I got to play my Druid a little bit more. I'll be playing more. I plan to stream tomorrow pretty much all day, so expect that. And then other than that, I'll have some videos and stuff out over the next couple days. And then that's about it. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry the stream crashed in the middle of the stuff, but I gotta figure that out. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We'll keep playing the Shaman because I wanna push basically like what I'd like to do is consistently stay like up to the title rank in Pugs, and then, or not necessarily in Pugs, but since that's mostly what I do. So be title on the main, and then spend extra time, you know, playing alts and trying to keep them a little bit closer to the main and stuff, so that we can get more perspectives of different healers and how they feel and make more content. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll play the Shaman more, get the IO up, and then we'll play alts and stuff. And then when there's nothing to do or we don't have a key to run, then we can play alts. Or if I'm like, I'm done with my vault for the week on my main, then I won't focus as much on pushing IO. But we'll fill up the vault naturally by just pushing IO. Alright, see you guys later.